Hello, this is the Gaming Lizard. Thank you for joining me in Wilder Myth. Let's pick up where we left off. Let's go. We're a little laggy, apparently. We're just going to work on some stuff and try to get as much done as possible. Oh, Shy in the Shadow. This is a long one, so to make it a little bit quicker, I'm not going to do the sound effects. Red weather. Dries the mind out. Wish I could talk to a Gorgon right now. Share a pie. Know what I mean? Really? Why? Feel like it gets too simple sometimes. Climb this hill and fight. Cross this river and fight. Sweat. Bleed. Die. It's not easy, but it's simple. Sometimes I think it should be more complicated. Hey, stop doing that face. I'm serious. No, dear, it's... Can't be far from the meadowlands. Past those, you'll see pines again, not these thickets. Land will slope up towards the mountains. Wonder if the wildfires will be visible. Sorry, darling. What are you on about suddenly? We're heading towards a possible fight. Possibly a fight. Oh, okay. This regular type of thing. Do you think this is normal? Watch it. Hey. Is it sad that its playmate ran away? That's a theory. I'm saying it's an unlikely theory. By the tone of my voice, I'm implying, but I'm sure there's no horrifying story to any of this. The fate of whoever furnished this place is now gone. Did they leave in the fall, you think? There's a bowl of shriveled blackberries by the door. I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed. Does the rabbit pity the wolf who chimes at her door? Well, it doesn't seem to hate us. I'll keep my staff raised all the same. Although it doesn't seem to be able to tell tell the between you or me or a walking dresser. Oh wait, look, he's come back. Cat's a he this time. Are they a pair of quarreling kids? Can't leave each other alone. I don't know. There's this. Something interesting? A little book. It seems to be within the realm of this creature's attention. What are you saying? The realm of tension? No, it's a journal. Notes, records of a 60-day task. Can I try and read some? Sure, I love hearing you read. I'll stay on guard. So it starts day 1. Today I started my dark little spell journal. So it's, a spell journal. Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document lucidly and diligently as I may my preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know if, how, and what effects the spell shall succeed, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And there's an amendment. See it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel. Exclamation point. You know I do love you. Why all of a sudden? Just reminding yourself? A cramped indoor hour passes. Day 10. The spell is cast, and yet today he languishes the same as yesterday. Sleeps and raises his eyes barely like a cat 9 times his age. His voice lends warm, careful life to the writer's unstylish lines. Day 34, I grow sure. Small signs that seem like delusions at first. Manufactured meanings. Sprouting of a man's wild hope, wild imagination. They are like letters retraced, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing. Herb dust, the seeped in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood. These soft old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mulled odor sinks around their shoulders. Growing especially comfortable in this place and time, like winter warmth. Last entry. Noticing the hand, it grows a little shaky. From where it was at the start, it's much weaker and more erratic. Day 62, my brain's become a fiddle string. As vibrating, focused, lonesome as that, my mind narrows, and every thought is a pressed note along that stingling single string. A solitary stem from which not every sound or I would once have easily produced may now flower. Mixing metaphors, but I find it deeply human. And human, the way he continues to strive for wordcraft. Perhaps old age would have always been like this, at least shy. Shy continues to mend. For the first time today, he ate with gusto. The whole herring I brought him. I've gone back in my old diaries to check. It's been over 2 years. Oh man, don't tell me this dude literally sacrificed himself to save his cat. That's partly horrific, but also really, really sad. And as I must have noted previously, it's this extended span of smallish changes I find the most heartening. The pattern and pace speaks to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward far into the future, if never near forever. I find myself fearing the end, but fear, too, is a new darling of mine, mortal fear, fresh and clear and bright. It confirms for me that the world keeps its bargains. He strengthens as I waste down. This fate is what I wrought for myself, and for him. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, I think that midnight orchard I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that those efforts have done nothing to mitigate or smooth out the transfer of my years. Let's not get down about it. I was going to say that big midnight orchid ordeal, that's a fickle flower to begin with. Its properties are affected by a great many variables. Oh. I don't know about that. I'm sure you're right, but I'm quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you're reading this, believe me, mostly I am grateful. Now I wish to say, if you see Shy around, chase him off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where he'll go, but don't let him waste his new life here. He really did sacrifice himself for his cat. For here I will soon be bound. To what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless, and without memory. A shade. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you'd go to save the ones you love. Cordero. Poor shadow cat thingy. He signs his name, Gran Sedej, foolish warlock of Lake Meadow. I wonder about whatever moments, transitions must have followed. Shame it's the final entry. Then this shadow thing is what's left of him? Seems like. Well, we can choose between... We can do what the guy wanted anyway, lead his cat away from here. Yeah. Beware the wishes of a selfless man. They will be dangerous to themselves. I'm gonna do this one. The cat knows. Shy agrees with me. What do you think he knows, and when did he read Sir Penrerium? I have no idea what that is. He comes back. He keeps coming back. With how long we are supposed it's been, you think it makes sense? Memories can be so strong, they override our senses, bring us to danger by the same paths we once took towards love. This warlock did predict he'd need to be chased off. And look what they've become to each other. So go talk to him. Talk to the cat? Me? I guess I really just mean, don't chase him off. Somehow you managed that trick with me, didn't you? And you're going to do what? I'll be busy. Whatever spell of transfer this man worked, by his own admission, he left it incomplete. Saw it almost through, as he put it. So I'm wondering, can another person's efforts do anything at this point to mend the spell? Or just in any way to alleviate the suffering? Because suffering is what I see here, and it's hard to ignore. Here, cat. Thirsty? Because if you are, find me a bucket with a bottom. Or you can dive down the well. That's an annoyed sound the cat made. Yeah, agreed. But shouldn't take too long. And love to me, then, I called it merely a wide-scale survival instinct, or deep drive to keep communities intact. But it's with me and Ein, though, from the very start, it was different. Aileen, can you see if he'll come inside? As rain fell outside, a black cat was there, always in the window, longingful, retreating. That's just the line from Gold. From the Blue Inn that I happen to remember. Probably quoting it wrong. There's always shadows to face. If you didn't call for us, I thought the moon might have invited us up in another moment. In the oven's hot glow, the cottage seemed not much different. There's one layered on smell, cold, dark, and unfamiliar. And a hue to the shadowling that perhaps wasn't there before. Yeah, it was a little bit of process, mostly just combing through that journal and figuring out what he left undone. Then, it's like trying to get ghosts to listen to you. You just shout and hope it works. Big thing was, we burned what's called Phantom Freesia. Seems our warlock collected it, dried it, but didn't use it. And with that, there were some fairly eldritch incantations. A soul unshelled and bared for swallowing, shorn of its hull, sucked even of its shadow. I don't blame the guy for leaving them out. Those words just sounded bad. You were chanting this stuff? Well, no. I actually spellcast pretty quiet, I guess. But anyway, things resolved after that. Color flooded into him and, resolved. So what even was this? This magic, I mean. Not my standard sort, would you say? Yeah, it's weird. I can't really confidently say. Except that it seems to be a sort of thing where the caster's not intimately involved? Does that? Or like that it's still the same thing of this conversation between flame and flower, but there's no human listener or contributor, no mystic, I guess. I just mean, but would that make sense? That's actually pretty insightful reading of things. Does that work? Well, anyway, I don't know exactly what changed. Except there's more calm in him. Less panic. Almost more awareness. Maybe self-awareness? And here comes the kitty cat. Shy gives to the shadow his long, unreadable gaze. And he takes a step inside and another. This good? I don't know. And they're talking to each other, maybe? Uh-oh. Kaboof. Something scary happened. Comes a noise of light being split down its seams. And a blinding unbrightness, somehow painful to see. In that moment, without cognition, it seems strange claws may have snatched them from the river of time. But they're here again, whole. A distant bray of something wild and raging reminds them not to get caught in a stupor. The forest lands start to echo with Gorgons. Place kind of a beacon, huh? Time to relocate. But what about... What about you? What will you be from now on? The shadow-melded cat then decides... Come on. I'm gonna go with Eileen because every caster needs a familiar. But can I? I wonder if I can bear the weight of all the questions you will bring with you. He likes you. Maybe he remembers you, remembers all your talking with him out there. Well, but we still don't even know. Know what? We don't know what exactly remains. Or what's new. Even just what he is now. And now we have a swearing cat. I love that. That's great. Well, if he follows, he follows. Come on. Can feel them getting close. And so we're brought together two figures of story, A lean Baron and the shadow cat who protected her. Long and lightly, no? I guess long and darkly may we roam, but hey, we're leaving the fire roaring? We'll douse it after, when the danger's past. We're literally gonna have time for this fight, and that's about it. Maybe. Okay, these aren't bad things. We just... Oh. Hi, little. They're gonna go after you first. There we go. Oh, we can discus him already. That's gonna hurt. Oh no, he blocked the damage? Bad. So, we're just gonna do this damage. And he's gonna strike it again. And he fails. And this should flank. Yep, he got damaged. Okay. Open door. Yep, we lost that thing. That's okay. We'll get it later. Maybe. There we go. And we're gonna strike! I said strike! Boom. She's gonna move here. Butt munch, interfuse. Bone lance is always fun. Dead. Oof. Oof. And this dude is done. Now then... Interfuse. What does this give you? Shackles. That's lamp. Flare. This is bad. Let's Shadow Chase. Okay. That's fun. So, I'm gonna start doing some stuff here. I'm gonna have to be pretty dang quick to get this stuff done, right? Health. Who needs health? 6. 11. This guy needs help. These guys I'm not too worried about. They're backliners, but these guys... Come on. Done. So we're gonna build something here. Try to find an item. We did pretty good. Let's get done. Okay. Dismiss. Thank you for staying. Like, share, subscribe. Click the bell icon for notifications. This is the Gaming Lizard. Catch you later.